Before I started Specs, I have been a camera operator for about 20 years now. I started as a volunteer at my church, and I actually still do it to this day, at least every other Sunday and every Tuesday. I usually run platform camera and the tight follow. So whenever you see an event where you're following a keynote speaker or a lead singer in a group, that's the shot that I usually have. And it's usually like on a big jumbo screen. So it's a lot of pressure, but I have a lot of fun with it. Initially, I came to Specs to learn to edit, because of course I've been doing camera work for a long time, but I can never go out and shoot anything and do anything with it. Everything that I've learned so far about editing, Photoshop, motion graphics with After Effects, I think has made me a better camera operator, because now, as a budding editor, I know what kind of shots work for different scenarios.
That's why we hope Nat should be able to take all that out.
Hey, Joey made that noise.
No, I made that noise.
Auto white balance.
Joey.
Auto white balance?
I made that noise.
You should be able to go to...
I'm very good with a camera, and as good as I am, I've learned some things that I didn't know before. I think I've always been a pretty good team player, but being able to play off the strengths of the people in my team has helped so much, because there's a lot of things that that aren't my strengths. And I think that I've learned, I won't say I've learned more from my classmates, but I think because we're all on a level playing field, we all feel comfortable with each other. With most of the people that I've worked with, there's no ego involved at all. If somebody has a question about a camera technique or anything that works with a camera that I can answer, of course I'm willing to do that. And I feel like my classmates have given me the same thing. If there's a question that I have no problem going to one of them for help.
$450 credit score. Every month, Summit Place Key helps hundreds of people with bad credit get approved.
And actually, on my days that I come to class, I actually get up at 4:30, so I can be to work by 6, so I can get off by 3, and get here on time. I travel almost 100 miles a day to get to and from work. And that has been a real challenge too, because by the time you get to class at 6 o'clock, that's a long day, especially when you don't get home to almost 11. I haven't missed a day of class. I know a lot of my classmates give me some good-natured ribbing for having perfect attendance every semester, but for me, the sacrifice has been worth it. There's no, even though we joke about it a lot, I don't think there's any star student, because we can all learn from each other no matter how much you think you know. I'm trying to think of how we should, actually, if we just get her raising her hand to leave and then she just gets up. I think that my aspiration has changed a little bit. I came here with a sole focus on editing, but I think that now I could probably go into directing. I've learned a lot about pre-production that I didn't know before. Everything from storyboarding to writing a script and planning being the most important part before you go out and do any kind of shooting. I think you definitely have to have a love and a passion for this to really get good at it, because sometimes it can be a little bit of a thankless job. You sacrifice a lot, but the more you work, the better you get. So I never have a problem working.
The world to see that April's over here messing up the whole shoot because she wants to get a camera. How do you feel about the guy planking behind you? Will Smith?
He can only play Will Smith.
But see now,
Will Smith can only play Will Smith.
So how about I Am Legend?
Will Smith.
Will Smith.
You scared of your first day at Specs? It's gonna be okay.